Okay, so what I'm going to show you is how we can create simple icons. Now, we're going to start with this panda bear, and so I've just got this off the internet, and we've got a few things going on. But if we look at it, we can see that, for example, the ear is two circles, one grey against a darker grey circle, two shapes. You can see an ellipse, which is used for the eye. We've got a circle, which is probably just a stroked circle for the eyeball, the eyeball. We've got some strokes for the mouth, and we've got an ellipse which has been squashed a little bit for the nose. Now you'll note that it's symmetrical. So that is, this left half is the same as the right half, but it's just been copied and reflected. Okay, so this is what we'll do in this case. Now, I'm going to, well, let's just go forth with this, because this will be fairly straightforward. So to start with, I'm just going to click in the center and hold my Option key down, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do a lot of reshaping. Now, I have a fill on my on this shape. That's not going to help me because I want to actually see the reference image underneath it. So I'm going to swap the fill to become a stroke. And so now with the, whoops, what I should do is lock that layer. What I could also do is create a new layer and drag this ellipse up to the new layer. In this way, I can't select the reference image, and I'm creating all of this icon in a singular layer. I could even double click that and call it panda. Okay, so I'm just going to click and drag. I might actually select this anchor point, hold the Shift key down on this anchor point, and just drag them down a little bit. Okay, so that's sort of, well, it's pretty well created the shape. And I might just scale this in a little bit. So I'm going to hold down the Shift and Option on my Apple, or Shift and Out, and that's not too bad. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm going to create an ear. And so this is the outside one. And what I might do, I've already got a circle. So what I might do is I'm going to copy and paste this circle to actually quickly become the inner circle. Now, Illustrator has this very handy technique. If I go Edit, Copy, and rather than Edit, Paste, I'm going to say Paste in Front. Okay? And by doing that, I have a look. I've actually got two. I'll keep this layer panel open so you can see what I have. I've got two ellipses on top of each other. I'm going to hold down my Shift and Option, just move it in and pop it there. Okay. I'll do all the colouring for these a little bit later. I'm just worrying more about the shapes. Okay, get my ellipse tool. It's going to be an ellipse, but I've just clicked and dragged. I'll just rotate it, move it into place, and get it about right. It's not important to be really, really accurate, but just to get you moving. Here, let's zoom in. I'm going to hold down my Shift and Option keys. Okay, make that eye. Now, this is a stroke, so I'll probably just make it into a fat stroke and leave it at that. Okay. With the nose, okay. I'm going to click, now I'm holding down the Alt key because I want to create this from the inside out. I'm going to have to make that stroke a bit narrower. And then with my Option keys, whoops, bring it in. Just move my handlebars a bit. Narrow these handlebars down the bottom. And I'll move that up. Okay. I might just stretch that down a little bit. Now, with this shape, I could just quite simply with my pen tool, click and drag, and click and drag. Tap the return key and adjust those. Okay. This is going to be filled with a color, so it won't matter if I have a stroke that just goes behind it a little bit because it won't be seen anyway. Okay. So I think those are the main components for this panda bear. So let's just look at what we have. So I might bring my swatches up. I'll just bring those over here. These are good because they actually have some mid-tones. So I'll start with this ear, make it white, and oops, got to make sure I've selected the fill rather than stroke. This one here, just make it into a, okay. This shape here, which is the first one I created, so it's all down the bottom. I'll take the stroke off. I'll make this a little bit paler. I'll just keep it sort of whitish for now. Just want that to be a stroke. Okay. So, might do a little bit of rearranging now. Okay, these two, whoops, these two ears, pieces, I'm just going to put underneath the head. I might actually go as far as grouping these two together so that they move as one. So I'll do object and group. And so I can actually call that an ear, call it ear R. Okay. I might do that with the eye as well. These two pieces, select them, object, group. Okay. I'll call that eye R. Let's call this the head. Okay. And so what I have is my nose. I can even call it nose. It's very helpful to name layers just to help you identify what is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this ear, and you can see now that it's grouped, I can only select the group. I don't select one piece. And I might just hold my shift key down and select the eye. Looks like someone's just turned up. Okay. Okay, hi there. Okay, so I've just selected these two groups, so the ear and the eye. You can see that they're actually selected and highlighted, and I might select the mouth as well. Okay, so it's these three pieces, just simple circles and ellipses and paths that I've highlighted and I've copied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy them, paste them on top of each other, and then I'm going to reflect them and make them the other half of this character. So quite straightforward. Edit, copy, edit. I'll go paste in front. Here are those copies that I've just done. Okay, paste it in front. And now I'm going to reflect them. So object, transform, reflect. Notice there's a few other transformation tools we can use. Quite often we move and rotate things just with the selection tool. Reflect. Now you can see that it's flipped them vertically, so I might do that horizontally. Hang on, there it is. That's actually what I wanted. I actually wanted it to be like that. I'll go OK. And move them over. Okay, I can actually hide the head for a moment, just make sure they're all lined up. And there we go. Now, if I just hide that head, you can see that there's actually two colors, two halves. Okay, well, pretty straightforward. I'll grab this. I actually need to move that ear underneath, don't I? There it is. The head, edit, copy, edit. I'll paste in front. So I've got two of them. And I'll just make this into another color. And just grab this anchor point, which I don't like anymore. And I'll tap the delete key. There we go. Okay. So just by using the objects, these shape tools, in this case, just simple ellipses, I've been able to create a rather simple animal icon, but simple doesn't mean bad, does it? It's all to do with the charm that we can create. Okay, if I want to go a little further, okay, let's just come in and I think I need a little bit of a highlight on the nose, so I'll just click and drag. And maybe I'll make that semi-transparent, or I could make it into a grey. Okay. There we go. So let's just save this. So I'm just going to call this animal, whoops, icons, and we'll pop that in there for the moment. And I shall plot it into where we are, which is create basic website, which is in here, and create a folder. Let's call it Illustrator, like being organized. Create and save. So there we go.